Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Friday, it's the 15th of October. We have got a couple of new mods and we have got some updates. The updates are the map Great Lands of Europe by AG Modding, the Annaberger HTS 22.79 Multiland Plus pack by VBM Modding, the Zetor Crystal 12011 by Pushcap, Kazdan 18 and Vauxhall, the Ombu trailer pack by Team Modding ARG, Nazif Modding and Jonah 3D, and the JCB TM 320E by ER Shaba and Toy Mateo VSR Modding Sir have all had updates today. The mods for today then are all about taking a dump. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's very childish, I know. I apologise. We have got the Volcano trailer pack by Team Modding ARG, Nazif Modding, Jonah 3D and ElPinix. 9.84 megabytes download. We have a few here in this pack. The rear section is the C16, 5 slots. The front section is the C17, 4 slots. Then we've got the C18. Now, I say front and rear sections, that all becomes, more vague depending on how you set these all up. Because as you can imagine, that's got a fixed dolly section on the back. This rear trailer is a pin hitch swivel axle. So, depending how you go about this, obviously if you use this one, that could end up just being a rear trailer, but then you can hitch that on the back, which also has a trailer hitch, and so on and so forth. So then what becomes the front and rear trailer depends on your perspective and how many you hook together, but you can hook multiples up. Now these are only 15,000 litres each. All of these individually are 15,000 litres each. Now that doesn't seem a lot considering the size of the trailer, but you have to remember these are belly dump trailers. So where the angle comes up there, that comes up to the corners, and you have a lot of negative space in here that doesn't have anything in. Hence, because of the size, then you have a lower capacity, but they will dump from underneath. We'll have a look at them under tools and trailers. So the C16 is 27,500 and the C17 is 30,000. Then the C18 is 35,000. As you can see, each one is 15,000 litres. Now, the only other issue I can see with these is what they take. They are, for all intents and purposes, I mean, they take auger wagon crops. They don't take everything. They don't take loads of other alternative things. Pretty much just the sort of things that an auger wagon takes, although they're not an auger wagon because they don't have an auger pipe or an auger belt. But what we've also got then, on the end, we've got a full trailer C16LC and a full trailer C16LF. Now, what these basically are just combinations of these already pre-hooked together. The C16LC, is that one and that one. And the LF is, that one and that one. That's really all it is. They just become pre-connected. Because if you combine the prices, 30,000 and 35 is 65, which is what that one is. And that one, 27.5 and 30, 57.5, which is what that one is. So, yeah, I mean, it just comes down to, I guess you can buy them as a full set and then add to them if you want to, or just buy them individually when you've got enough money. I guess it depends how you want to look at it. Options are the same on all of them. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette. We can change the rim colour. We have got a silver metallic. We've got a couple of chromes in there. And then there's a black chrome. And then we go through then a fairly standard palette after that. And like I say, that is pretty much the same. I'm pretty sure it is. Rim colour, same options, and main colour, same options as we go through. So yeah, like I say, these just come pre-hooked, really. That one with the pin hitch and swivel axle, and that one with the dolly section. And what I referred to as the front one, obviously in this combination, is the rear one. So yeah, it really depends on your perspective. They unload from underneath. Cover open, L1 and left on the D-pad, open and closed. I say nice smooth animation, it's that very snap there. We have had a few of these trailers that have had that nice slow unroll of the cover. Slot counts are higher when you get those. And then what we should get is the trap opens up underneath. And out we go. And then what you will see is those angled sides. And that's going to unload. Belly dump trailers. By Team Modding Arg Nazif Modding Jonah 3D and ElPinix. You should see the very bottom there. Very nice indeed. Let's do that and that. Okay, moving on then to the last of the mods for today and for this week. We've got the 725A dumper. I told you it was all about taking a dump. This is by genamsk, 28.1 megabytes download, 14 slots on console. This is well, like a quarry dump truck, really. 25,000 litre capacity. Very nice, sleek, modern looking design on this. It's got really nice, smooth unload on this and all the parts moving. It's a great looking bit of kit. Mirrors work brilliantly as well, which we'll get into in just a moment. This you'll find under vehicles and trucks. 180 grand. Slot count will go down from 14 to 1 for any subsequent one you buy. 309 horsepower, runs at 35 miles per hour. We can have it standard, we can have it with Michelins, and we can have it with Michelin off-roads. Unfortunately, the zoom on this, in here in the store and on the actual model itself, it doesn't zoom in very close. For some, I guess that's something that the modders can set, but that's as close as I can get that to zoom. And those are the options, but the same can be said for this as we look around it. But it's like I say, there's a lot going on. It's really nicely put together. Let's hop in and I'll show you what I mean. So if we zoom out, then we zoom in, that's as close as I can get to zoom in. Quite a long way away. Let's start it up. Horn, beacon, lights. There are no rear work lights on this one. We do have reverse lights. It does look really good. Nice movement and articulation. I did also like when I was filling it up, you get that, you get it on a lot of vehicles. It's another one of those things you kind of take for granted the more you play the game. That slow, not sag, but as the suspension settles, as the weight pushes down on it, it really, well, it's nice. It's a nice feature. I like it. Interior, sit a fair way back, but it's got quite a long nose on it. What I do like about the interior as well, it's a small thing, but when you look down, there is that feeling of depth, you know, because the fire extinguisher is underneath the dash. It gives it that feel that it goes a long way away from you. Like I said, mirrors, nicely positioned, exactly where you need them, and work well. So if you're reversing, yeah, I like them. And then we come to the unload. L1, actually, do we do it over the pit or should I just do it on the floor? Let's do it on the floor, it doesn't really matter, does it? L1, R1 and triangle. Fairly speedy unload, it's not a slow ponderous one, but nice smooth animation on that. It looks really good all unfolded like that. And away we go. There you go, that's it for the mods for today and this week. Hopefully we'll get more out next week. They are a bit thinner on the ground. I spoke to Jackie, Chris, one of the coordinators over at Giants the other day, to ask him a couple of questions regarding mods. Now obviously they are slowing down. We know they're going to be, and as we head towards FS22 being released, there is a combination of dev teams and people are being used on projects to get FS22 finished and ready to go. They have not withdrawn support for mods. They have not stopped checking mods, but coupled with the fact that the game's due to come out, as Chris said to me as well, a lot of modders aren't submitting mods now. So where they were getting that massive influx of mods, that's gradually, that river has become a stream, has become a trickle, and now there's not as many things coming in. So what we are getting, they are checking, they're doing the QA testing on it, and they're coming out, but there just aren't going to be as many mods because we're just over a month away to release. So we'll just see what we get. We're going to get, probably dribs and drabs coming through now. But that doesn't mean the quality of the mods or what we're getting is any less, I don't think. I think we've had some really cracking mods over the last few weeks. So yeah, anyway, I hope you have a lovely weekend, whatever you choose to do. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.